Welcome to Hollywood Actions. In this video, we are going to take a heartfelt and emotional journey through the lives, careers, and legacies of the beloved cast members from the classic sitcom Laverne and Shirley who have tragically passed away. From hilarious slapstick moments to unforgettable friendships, Laverne and Shirley was one of the most iconic shows of the 1970s and early 80s. But behind the laughter were real people with stories full of joy, hardship, triumph, and sometimes tragedy. Now, let's dive in. 1. Penny Marshall. Penny Marshall wasn't just the star of Laverne and Shirley, she was the show. As the no-nonsense, blue-collar Laverne DeFazio, she captured America's heart with her unmistakable Bronx accent, bold comedic timing, and vulnerability hidden beneath her tough exterior. Marshall got her start with small roles in shows like The Odd Couple, but it was her role as Laverne that shot her into superstardom. The chemistry between her and co-star Cindy Williams was electric, and they became one of the most iconic duos in TV history. Sadly, Penny passed away in 2018. Her death was a tremendous loss not only to fans of the show but to Hollywood itself. 2. Cindy Williams. Cindy Williams brought sweetness and spunk to the role of Shirley Feeney. Her character was the perfect contrast to Penny Marshall's Laverne, gentle, optimistic, and a bit more traditional. Together, they made TV history. Before Laverne and Shirley, Williams had earned praise for her roles in films like American Graffiti and The Conversation, showing her dramatic chops. But it was Shirley Feeney that defined her career. Cindy left Laverne and Shirley during its final season due to creative and contractual disputes. Still, her contribution to the show's golden years was undeniable. Her death in 2023 shocked longtime followers of the show. 3. David L. Lander. David Lander's Squiggy was a comedic staple of the show. Alongside Michael McKean's Lenny, Squiggy was half of one of TV's most unforgettable supporting duos. Off-screen, Lander was a gifted comedic actor and writer. He and McKean had developed their Lenny and Squiggy routine long before the show, and their real-life friendship gave their performances authenticity. Tragically, David was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in the 1980s and went public with his diagnosis years later. Despite the challenges, he continued acting, voicing characters in animated shows, and advocating for MS awareness. 4. Phil Foster. Phil Foster played Laverne's tough but loving father, Frank DeFazio. A proud owner of the Pizza Bowl and a man of strong opinions, Frank was a source of both comic relief and grounded wisdom. Before the show, Foster was a Brooklyn-born stand-up comic who got his big break thanks to Gary Marshall. He brought authenticity to the role, drawing from his own Italian-American roots. Foster passed away just a few years after Laverne and Shirley ended. His performance as Frank remains one of the most beloved elements of the show. 5. Betty Garrett. Betty Garrett played the vivacious landlady Edna Babish, who eventually married Frank DeFazio. Garrett was no stranger to stardom. She had been a big name in MGM musicals during the 1940s and 50s, starring in classics like On the Town and Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Her career was temporarily derailed by the Hollywood blacklist, but she made a major comeback in TV. She was also a respected theater teacher and performer until her passing in 2011. Her range and resilience made her a fan favorite well beyond Laverne and Shirley. 6. Carol Ida White. Carol Ida White played the snobby and ever-competitive Rosie Greenbaum, Laverne and Shirley's not-so-friendly frenemy. With her flashy outfits and nasal whine, she brought the perfect balance of annoyance and comedy. Carol came from a showbiz family. Her father was actor Jesse White. She appeared in many TV shows over the years, including The Love Boat, Chips, and Mary Hartman. Her recent passing in 2024 after a quiet battle with cancer saddened fans. 7. Ed Marinaro. Though he only appeared in the final season of Laverne and Shirley, Ed Marinaro made an impression as the athletic and charming Sonny. His role came during the show's move to California and new format. Before acting, Marinaro was a celebrated football player, even placing second for the Heisman Trophy in 1971. Ed passed away in 2022, and while he had a wide-ranging career, fans of Laverne and Shirley fondly remember his contribution. 8. Leonard Bar. Leonard Bar, who played Laverne's hilarious and unpredictable Uncle Sal, was a comic legend long before appearing on the show. With his signature deadpan delivery and vaudeville timing, he added old-school flair to his brief appearances. His unique comedic style was rooted in the golden age of stand-up. Leonard passed away in 1980 from a heart attack. While his time on Laverne and Shirley was short, it showcased his enduring comedic spirit. 9. Veto Scotty. Veto Scotty played Antonio, the dramatic Italian waiter who often showed up when Laverne and Shirley ventured out for fancy dinners or chaotic double dates. Scotty had a long, versatile career in film and television, often portraying colorful ethnic characters. He appeared in Gilligan's Island, Columbo, The Godfather, and The Dick Van Dyke Show. He died in 1996 after a battle with lung cancer, leaving behind a prolific legacy spanning 4 decades. 10. Charles Fleischer. Charles Fleischer, best known as the voice of Roger Rabbit, made a brief but hilarious appearance on Laverne and Shirley as Chuck, the sarcastic delivery guy who always had something inappropriate to say. Outside of sitcoms, Fleischer was a successful stand-up comic and had a deep love for science, often delivering lectures on physics and metaphysics in his later years. Fleischer passed away in 2021, and while his name is often associated with animation,